The Mystery Journey, Edna and Mildred's Bus Adventure. In the quaint town of Meadowview, where the pace of life was as leisurely as the winding river that flowed through its heart, Edna and Mildred found themselves embarking on an unexpected adventure, a day trip on a mystery bus tour. Excitement buzzed in the air as they waited at the town square, surrounded by fellow adventurers eager to uncover the secrets of their destination. The morning sun cast a warm glow over the bustling square as the bus pulled up with a hiss of brakes and a cloud of dust. Edna and Mildred, their hearts pounding with anticipation, climbed aboard and found themselves greeted by the cheery smile of the bus driver, a jovial man named Frank. "Good morning, ladies. Welcome aboard the mystery tour," Frank announced, his voice booming over the chatter of the passengers. "Today we're off to a destination unknown. But fear not, for I promise it'll be a day filled with adventure and discovery." Edna and Mildred exchanged excited glances, their imaginations running wild with possibilities. As the bus rumbled to life and pulled away from the square, they settled into their seats, eager to see where the road would take them. The journey unfolded with each passing mile, the landscape changing from rolling hills to lush forests and quaint villages. Along the way, Frank regaled the passengers with tales of local legends and hidden gems, adding to the air of mystery that surrounded their destination. As the bus wound its way through the countryside, Edna and Mildred struck up a conversation with their fellow passengers, two elderly ladies named Agnes and Florence. They discovered that Agnes and Florence were long-team friends who had recently retired from nursing at the local hospital in Meadowview. "It's such a small world, isn't it?" Mildred exclaimed, her eyes lighting up with curiosity. "Who would have thought we'd meet fellow villagers on a mystery bus tour?" Agnes nodded, her smile warm and inviting. "Indeed, my dear. It's lovely to meet new friends, especially ones from our own little corner of the world." As the conversation flowed, Edna and Mildred learned about Agnes and Florence's adventures as nurses, from caring for the townsfolk to navigating the challenges of the ever-changing healthcare landscape. The bond of shared experiences brought them closer together, weaving a tapestry of camaraderie that transcended age and background. Before they knew it, the bus slowed to a stop, and Frank's voice filled the air once more. "Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our mystery destination. Get ready to step off the bus and discover the wonders that await you." With a sense of excitement bubbling in their chests, Edna, Mildred, Agnes, and Florence followed the crowd as they disembarked from the bus. The scene before them was a feast for the senses. A bustling market square filled with vendors selling colorful wares, the aroma of exotic spices wafting through the air, and the sound of laughter and music echoing off the cobblestone streets. "Welcome to Ashton Village, ladies and gentlemen," Frank exclaimed, his arms outstretched in a grand gesture. "A hidden gem nestled in the heart of the countryside. Explore to your heart's content and let the spirit of adventure guide you." Edna and Mildred, their eyes sparkling with excitement, set off to explore the village with Agnes and Florence by their side. They wandered through narrow alleyways lined with quaint shops, sampled local delicacies at bustling cafes, and marveled at the historic landmarks that dotted the landscape. As the day wore on and the sun began to dip below the horizon, Edna, Mildred, Agnes, and Florence found themselves gathered at a charming little inn, sharing stories and laughter over a hearty meal. The hours slipped away in a blur of camaraderie and friendship, each moment a cherished memory in the making. But as the evening drew to a close and the bus prepared to depart, a sense of weariness settled over the travelers. The day had been long and full of excitement, and the journey back home promised a quiet respite from the adventures of the day. As the bus rumbled along the darkened roads, Edna and Mildred found themselves drifting off to sleep, their heads nodding gently against the window panes. The hum of the engine and the gentle sway of the bus lulled them into a peaceful slumber, their dreams filled with echoes of laughter and the warmth of newfound friendships. And so, As the clock struck midnight and the bus rolled back into Meadowview, Edna and Mildred stumbled off, their spirits weary but their hearts full. They bid farewell to Agnes and Florence, their fellow adventurers, with promises to meet again soon. With a tired but contented sigh, Edna and Mildred made their way back home, their thoughts filled with the memories of their mystery journey and the bonds of friendship that had been forged along the way. And as they climbed into bed, too tired to take a shower, they drifted off to sleep with smiles on their faces, knowing that they had embarked on an adventure they would never forget.